The 8th grade is a pivotal year for young women, and Gurlz of Color is a newly formed organization working to set students up for success and offer opportunities for leadership and growth. Deborah Warfield tells us more. Watch now.
So Deborah, the Media Arts Academy is a long-standing program. How did the Gurlz of Color kind of get birthed from that?
Well, the Media Arts Academy was amazing. I'm not the greatest business person, so we were kind of all over the place doing some really exciting things, but we needed sustainability. And so I took a step back, I got engaged with an executive coach, and we honed in on what is my primary focus of all my energies and my gifts and the needs and the talents. And that's when I honed in on 8th grade marginalized girls of color. We spent 3 years in research before we actually did our pilot, first year last year. And that's how the Gurlz of Color was birthed. Media Arts Academy is co-ed and had a broad range, but the Gurlz of Color is targeted 8th grade marginalized girls of color.
Can you tell me some of the art skills that the girls are getting and the power of being able to have those skills?
Well, the first one is the art of effective communication and how they use their words to paint freedom and power and opportunity and advocacy. With the art of the media arts, even this summer when we exposed them to the basics of documentary preparation for the longitudinal research, they're understanding that it's more than just you turn the TV on and you see something. They're looking at what's behind, what does it take to actually identify an issue and frame it in a way, get your message clear, and then what medium are you going to use? And then with the spoken word, you know, that's the art of them being able to turn their experiences into a vocal dance that they learn how to do from within and out to the community, that where you can actually begin to find some way to vent this trauma or to vent this love that you feel or to vent these challenges that you have when you're trying to be in a world that doesn't fit for you because you might be of a person of color in racial disparities and they don't understand your language and how you dance.
Jimena and Diamond participate in Gurlz of Color, and you are going to show me a little bit about what goes on with Gurlz of Color.
Okay, so when we first get here, we do Settle to Learn, and Settle to Learn is basically, okay, you pick a game basically, or something to get your brain off of what was going on at school or at home to Gurlz of Color and focus here. Okay, so we usually do a game. For example, we do 2 truths and 1 lie. And
I'm already scared.
Okay, so I'm gonna say three. What are these called? They're facts. They're not facts because one's a lie. 3 stats, yeah, okay. And you tell me which 2 you think are the truths and which one you think is a lie. Okay, I have dyed my hair purple before. I have 13 brothers and sisters, and I've lived on top of a barbershop.
I think the lie is the 13 brothers and sisters.
No.
Living on top of a barbershop? I'm really bad.
Okay, no, I've never dyed my hair purple. And
what ages are we talking about when it comes to Gurlz of Color?
So the Gurlz of Color, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, and as I said before, each year they get more responsibility. Each year we're going to have to adjust what opportunities they have. Each year we're going to expose them to more leadership roles, and so that's an expectation. And so by the time they're in 12th grade, they will have research completed, they will have community service regular completed, they will have women role models that they have relationships with, they will have a map that they will actually be able to have follow-alongs and see where they are, and academically they're just got to be on top of their P's and Q's with that, and so whatever it's going to take for us to do that.
So you told me a little bit about some of the affirmations and the exercises that you go through with Gurlz of Color. You also do research.
so back in September last year, I lost my brother, and it was kind of we wanted more answers. So it caused me to want to go deeper and figure out what was going on. Why did my brother die?
Right. What did you discover through doing all that research?
It's really deep. It's really deep. Infant mortality rate is the rate that babies die per year from the ages of birth to 1 year old. Okay. In Kalamazoo, the infant mortality rate is higher than anywhere. We have a higher infant mortality rate than they do in Uganda.
Wow. So what did you do with all this information once you did all the research? How did you put it together?
We learned how to make a documentary, and that was hard too.
Yeah, right.
Because we've never made a documentary, so we had to start from scratch. And we went to the media center, and we learned how to record a documentary and how to put all the information into a documentary. And we're working on a documentary.
Wow! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Support for Kalamazoo Lively Arts is provided by the Irving S. Gilmore Foundation, helping to build and enrich the cultural life of Greater Kalamazoo.